Yeah, really pleased. We'll celebrate this one. Obviously, very pleased with the efficiency at which we played. Obviously, in these games, that's what you want to do. Is you want to go out there and make sure that all of your kids are focused and locked into their task at hand. And I thought we did a really good job of that on both sides of the ball, as well as in the kicking game. So, obviously, there's some things that we have to clean up, but. That's what you want to do for week one. You want to come out there and be really, really efficient in your procedures, and I thought we did a good job of that.
Outside of Schuler's lone interception, you want to talk about it efficient. He was a model of that, particularly in the first couple of drives. Any major takeaways from the way your offense looked tonight?
Just really, really happy with the way that they protected the ball. We've had 5 truths to win in a football game, and the first one is win the turnover battle. We did that. We got 4 takeaways on defense, which is phenomenal. And then in a game like that, to only have 1 turnover and that turnover be on an interception, not a fumble, I'm over the moon with that. So very, very fired up about the way that the offense went out there and effectively did what they came to do. I thought that they really ran their game plan to a T. They were going to go as far as they could, running kind of their normal operation until it got really sloppy, and then it was going to turn into a little bit more run fest and some safer calls, and I thought they did that. And then defensively, I'm really, really happy, really, really pleased with the way that we put pressure on the quarterback. I think that's my biggest takeaway from those guys with Kenny Wooten back there. I think he had 3 sacks tonight, so really, really pleased with that.
He was in on all 5.
Was he? I figured he was.
I'm pretty sure it's the first one ever.
Yeah.
Somebody like Kenny Wooten, what does he bring to this defense going forward against teams like Stewart?
Yeah, I think that's what he brings. He allows you to put hits on the quarterback, and that's what we want to do defensively. It's not necessarily sacks. It's we want to put hits on the quarterback so that you can affect him. And if you do that over a four quarters of a football game, you start to do that. You start to affect his decision-making process, which opens up other opportunities on the back end of your defense. And Kenny allows us to do that. He's got a really good first step. He gets off the ball really, really fast. Very explosive kid. So it'll be interesting to see how he progresses.
Talk about your defense obviously did really well too. 4 picks on the night. Talk a little bit how important that is.
Yeah, like I said, just whenever you can win the turnover battle, that's the reason why it's the first of our 5 truths, man. That's we really believe in. If offensively, if we can take care of it, and defensively we can take it away, we've got a chance to play with anybody. And I thought we did a really, really good job of that tonight. Obviously on the defensive side of the ball with 4 takeaways, but also on an offensive side of the ball being able to take care of the football the way we did in that type of weather.
You said that even a game like this, but even on a week-to-week basis, there's going to be an evaluation process.
Yeah.
Is there anybody tonight that really won the evaluation process? And is there anybody that really didn't win the evaluation process?
Nobody didn't. We'll go back and watch the tape and see it a little bit more in depth. But obviously there were some, there's some guys that, I thought Nick Collins and DJ Pinnock and Nolan Nichols all ran the ball very well. We did a couple of things with Corey Newble that we wanted to do, and I thought he did some things very well for us, and then was very pleased out wide with the way that all of our receivers, we had a big rotation going with our receivers, and I was very excited about the way that they played defensively. Obviously, I thought our defensive line played tremendously well. Again, bottling up the quarterback, stopping the run, and I thought defensively overall, at the linebacker spot and in the secondary, I thought that we tackled the football really, really well. I thought that we really, really tackled the football good tonight. Didn't miss a whole lot of tackles, so very excited for that.
Had a lot of efficiency in the backfield.
Yeah.
DJ and Nick really starting it off, and then Nolan cleaning it up in the end.
Yeah.
Talk about what you were seeing on the sidelines and how they were playing.
Well, that's what we wanted to see. We wanted to see how those guys would react. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about our running back situation, our running back position. So it was good to get those guys some carries, and there's some things that we got to get niced up, with how each one of them run the football, and some things that they either do well or don't do well, and we'll get that taken care of. But overall, I really like the way that they competed. We had some explosive runs out of all of them. So very, very pleased with where we're at.
It's also really wet out there. Talk about how well your team played. I know the ball had to be really slick.
Yeah, you know.
They held on to the ball outside of those 2 points.
Yeah, well, we just, this team, we just approached it to. This was a heck of an opportunity because you don't get a chance to play in games like this very often. Where it rains. I mean, this was a lot of fun. It's obviously a lot of fun to go out there and play in a game like this. Usually, when you get that much rain, you got lightning and thunder associated with it, and you never get on the field. So, I was just happy we got to play. Our kids, they were happy that they got to play against somebody else. And the other thing, I'm gonna tell you, man, I was really really fired up about the Racer faithful who stayed the course with us tonight, sat out there in the stands because it was miserable. For them, I know that for a fact. But we still had a good crowd sitting up in the stands, and I know that when they get in their car tomorrow, their car is going to stink because it's going to be soaking wet and everything. So I appreciate you. All of those people who stayed here tonight, staying with us and sticking with us to the end.